Old Dominion baseball history here at Harbor Park tonight. Ted Alexander, Doug Ripley. The Monarchs took on #1 ranked UVA, Doug, and on a night better served for deadliest catch or some episode of that show, the Monarchs really hung in there and played good defense and beat the #1 team in the country.
Almost 3,000 fans coming out to Harbor Park here in downtown Norfolk to catch a little baseball here. A couple of two top 30 RPI opponents dueling it together, and a couple of teams that have played pretty competitive over the last couple of years.
In the second inning, UVA took the lead. Remember, earlier in the season, the Cavaliers had defeated the Monarchs 7-1 in Charlottesville. They took the lead here, had the bases loaded with one out, but then Jordan Negrini starts a nice double play that helped curb the damage.
Kind of Johnny on the spot there at third base, took a hard-hit ground ball, was able to tap on the bag, throw it across the dime into first over to Josiah Burney to just barely get that double play, and that turned out to be huge for the Monarchs long term. That could have just as easily been a 3, 4, even 5-run second inning for Virginia, but they only escaped with one.
And defense was the story of this night, because in the bottom of the third, Monarchs come up. P.J. Higgins pops it up. Looks like a routine pop-up. With the wins, nothing was routine. And big-time error, 2-run score. Monarchs take a lead they wouldn't relinquish.
It was a Wrigley-esque pop-fly, if you will, there by P.J. Higgins. That ball started probably about 2 paces out in shallow right center field and ended almost into foul territory. Fortunately, it was just fair enough where the Monarchs were able to scoot a couple home there.
And so they take a 2-1 lead. They would add to that advantage in the 6th. Again, they kept playing solid defense. The pitching of Brett Harris and company, wonderful, and then they took advantage.
A couple of RBI hits started by Josh Eldridge with a stand-up triple that scored a run and added a little insurance. They added one more on top of that, a Connor Myers infield single, able to score a run as well. Monarchs jumped in front, had some insurance there, but they weren't quite out of the woods just yet against the #1 team in the land.
You never are after having the Cavaliers score 7 in 1 inning against you in that previous meeting. But the Monarchs sealed the deal in the 8th with 4 runs, and everybody joined the hit parade.
Ostrich getting aboard there with a fielder's choice, and then you see Josh Eldridge, again, another single, putting him and Ostrich into great field position, and then Myers taking care of business. Connor Myers with a 2 RBI double. A couple of hitters later, another 2 RBI double. That one turned in from at the top of the order with Nick Walker, and next thing you know, it's not necessarily easy listening in the 9th inning for Brad Giroux, but it was a heck of a lot easier than what it could have been against a very, very dangerous Virginia offense.
And the 2,000+ that were here wearing blue of Old Dominion go away happy. Monarchs win 8-1 for their first ever win over a #1 ranked team.
Previous best win was back in 2008 when they took an 8-6 win back in February of that year over North Carolina, who was ranked #2 in the country. This is special because it's resume building, but it's not, at the end of the day, going to be the thing that gets Old Dominion over the top. They still got to take care of business starting this weekend against Florida Atlantic. And Monarch Nation, they're going to need you. Finney's boys, they need you to get out there and see a 3-game set between Old Dominion and Florida Atlantic, a couple of very solid Conference USA teams ready to do some battle.
Monarch Nation, well done. 3,000 of you show up here at Harbor Park on a crummy night and watch the team beat the #1 ranked Virginia Cavaliers, breaking a 4-game losing streak to UVA and beating UVA for the first time since Justin Verlander did it back in 2004. Again, the final, Old Dominion 8, Virginia 1. For Doug Ripley, I'm Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.